So, good morning. Welcome to Berlin Diaries Part 2. I'm whispering because we're just heading out of the hotel, heading to an Adidas event this morning. So, yeah, hopefully a bit of behind the scenes, meeting some people you probably recognise from the online space. And, yeah, hopefully get some good grub as well. But, let's get started. So, went to a place called Camps and got this little custody cherry, I think it's cherry, type Danish, I don't know if you can call it, can you call it Danish? Oh, bugger knows, but, and there's a wasp on it, right, brilliant. Of course there is. Well, that's ruined this little recording session. Oh, okay, take two, the wasp has disappeared. Let's go. It's nice, you know. A bit dry around the edges, but if you get a bit with the custard, not so bad. And I also got a latte. Yeah, I'm probably the worst content creator going because the amount of times I record a piece of content and then realise that the camera's been off the entire time. So yeah, that's why there was already a couple bites taken out of the pastry because I'd already recorded that bit, but didn't turn the mic on. So anyway, right, headed to the Adidas kind of meetup media event thingy. Should be good. I'm excited for this. I mean, it's basically Adidas HQ in Berlin, isn't it? So. Yep, that's hot.
Hope it doesn't rain. They're like so light. If there's any water on the tarmac tomorrow, it's not going to be it's not going to be good.
Similar measures, similar way at aid stations where something that we had and then when you release that pressure, it stays within and it tightens up the intermolecular cell between the foam structure, and that is where you basically store your energy.
I have no idea what this is going to be. He said do number 11, so yeah. That's a good one.
It's like Christmas. It's not conscious.
Event. It was yeah, pretty cool actually. You get kind of like a behind the scenes about all the products, and especially that 100k world record that they set recently, which is pretty cool. Like the innovation that goes into this stuff is pretty mind-blowing, and that's not just me blowing smoke up Adidas's arse because they flown me out here. It's just pretty cool, especially when they start talking about the biomechanics and stuff like that, especially with like, my job and whatnot. So yeah, and it was really good to bump into Gabriel as well. Nice to have a bit of a friendly face. Try not to jaywalk and get run over. So yeah, Gabriel was staying in the same hotel as me, so it's nice to yeah have a friendly face because there's so many kind of content creators and influencers there, but because they're all from different countries, they're not typically people that I've maybe followed or seen their content. So yeah, I feel like a bit of like a stranger and extremely out of my depth. Like I started to perspire quite a bit. I had to change my shirt, a bit gross, but yeah. So I'm just gonna head back to the hotel. I'm going to head out for a little jog. I'm still nursing this left hip pain that I've had for about a week now, and it doesn't matter how many days off I have, it just seems to keep flaring up. Well, in my professional opinion, I think it's trochanteric bursitis, which is essentially there's these bursts, these kind of like forced compression pads around a lot of joints and bones, and yeah, it's just basically become a bit inflamed. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna head back there, and then I've got a tour of the Olympic Stadium later with some friends from back home, and an athlete that I actually coach. So yeah, should be good fun. I'm bringing you with me. Yeah, and one thing actually I forgot to mention is I got a lovely little gift from the Adidas event, which I probably won't end up wearing tomorrow if I plan to kind of just jog it round. And despite me being 100% not in PB shape, I might decide to kind of full send it and just see what I've got, because I'm about to have a week off anyway. I'd plan to have a week off after this race, so that's going to be my plan anyway, because I think my body and brain just need the break. Well, I guess it's not really a spoiler, but the Pro Evo 2s are in my bag, so I might end up wearing them tomorrow. And yeah, I might decide to just full send it, and even if that's like a 235, 230, 225, who knows? It would just be cool to, I don't know, practice feeling how the body feels in a marathon, covering the distance, practicing the fueling, etc. And yeah, just we'll see, but who knows? And by the time this video comes out, you would have already seen whether I've ran a 4-hour marathon or a 3-hour marathon or a 2-hour marathon. Right, I'm absolutely waffling now. Let's get a move on. I need to find a Lime scooter, which I do have a tentative emotional relationship with, based on previous occurrences before London Marathon. But hopefully there's no 14-year-olds around to ride into me and knock me over. So yeah, it's about 5 miles back to the hotel, so I'm going to just lime scooter it rather than walking. So let's go. So one question I always get asked is, what gear do I train with? So let's talk about the two things that I never head out on a run without, and that's my Pace Pro and my Coros heart rate monitor. The watch itself is honestly just an absolute workhorse. It's not just basic GPS, it connects to all 5 major satellite systems at once: GPS, GLONASS, Galileo, QZSS and Beidou. It also uses dual frequency mode, so it's getting 2 signals at once, which is absolutely huge when it comes to running in between tall buildings, say for example Canary Wharf, or weaving through like wooded trails if you're a bit more of a trail runner. Another reason why I absolutely love the Coros Pace Pro is the battery life. I used to have an Apple Watch and I had to charge it every single day, and that used to drive me nuts. So even when this watch is in all systems mode, that gives me 38 hours of activity, like exercise, GPS. Or if I'm not too fast, I can put it into standard GPS mode and that will give me 80 hours, which is like, who's doing 80 hours of training in a week, let alone 2 or 3 or 4 weeks? Then I pair it with the Coros heart rate monitor, which sits on my arm, connects instantly over Bluetooth, and gives me live feedback on what my heart rate is doing. It's much more accurate than wrist-based alone, and it's way more comfortable than a chest strap. And it stays locked in, there's no dropouts, so it gives me that super clean, constant feedback during workouts, which is absolute gold for pacing workouts and knowing exactly what I need to be doing intensity-wise. And the best part is, it all ties together. After training, you can sync everything to the Coros training hub. I can look at my pacing, my recovery trends, my intensity training load, which then essentially gives me a bigger picture about what my training is doing, not just a single workout at a time. So yeah, it's not just a set of flashy gadgets. It's a tool that makes training smarter, easier, and just generally better. And that's why I never run without my Coros Pace Pro and my Coros heart rate monitor. In fact, actually, this one is sentimental because I fell over, stacked it, got loads of scratches on it, and then 2 weeks later ended up smashing it at London Marathon. So anyway, if you want to check out the Coros range, use the link in the description. But yeah, I can't recommend Coros enough. I've been using them for over 3 years now, and yeah, I don't do any runs without them. So, I didn't think I was going to be able to get a haircut today, but there was a mobile barber's stopped straight outside my hotel, so lovely jubbly. But because I love to faff about, I'm now potentially late for my Olympic Stadium tour, which is not ideal. It's just what I'm like, unfortunately, so I'm basically going to have to hurry. I don't know if public transport or e-scooters will get me there in time. It's looking like a 50-minute journey and I've got half an hour to do it in, so yeah, gonna give it a good go. Even running probably would have taken me a little bit too long, so absolute nightmare. Hey! So I'm here at the Olympic Stadium. I think it's also home of Hertha Berlin, which is a big football club in Germany, basically. pretty nuts, to be honest. I don't think I've been in a stadium this big, whilst empty anyway. Yeah, I don't know what the capacity is, but yeah, just imagine ripping some K-reps around that bad boy. Quite a good space for a bit of mental clarity. Nice. Oh, and I didn't get here on time. I was about an hour late. Oops. Hence why I'm not on the tour. I was meant to be on a tour around the stadium right now, but I'd booked a German tour, which is great if you speak German. I don't. Yeah. Also doesn't help being an hour late because the tour is not going to wait for you. It's fine. I'm doing my own tour. Although it's a stadium, you can't really get lost or anything. So, just got back from the Olympic Stadium, and yet again I'm in a rush because I've got to go to dinner. Well, I don't have to. I get to go for dinner with some of the other Adidas kind of reps, content creators, etc. At a place called Vesuvio in Berlin, which is really exciting. But I'm really sweaty from a lot of kind of walking around and traveling today. So yeah, going to get a quick shower and hopefully get into something a little bit nicer to wear. So let me just quick transition. It's a little bit more warm clothes to suit the weather. Right, let's head for dinner. So I'm starving. So I'm back from dinner with Gabriel and Lexi. Great to catch up with both of them. And yeah, what a hectic day it's been. I did get the Pro Evo 2s, which are just absolutely ridiculous. It's unlikely I'm going to wear these because, as I said, I'm not going for a hard attempt for a PB effort, so it feels a little bit overkill, and I'd rather have them in the locker ready for Valencia later in the year if I'm in good shape. But yeah, that kind of wraps up another hectic day. I hope you have enjoyed day 2 or part 2 of the Runners Weekend / Berlin Diaries. And well, if you're not, it's you watched this far, so it's on you, isn't it? Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Have a lovely week. Have a lovely weekend. And tomorrow's gonna be hectic as well. Take care.